Hey there, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make R&B type beats in FL Studio from scratch. If you're new, hit the subscribe button down below and let's get started. So right here, if you're new to making Afro beats, I do recommend that you try to sample some songs and get ideas from them, okay? And the reason why is you know how the arrangement is structured, you know the choice of sound that are used, and you also know the tempo range for this style of music, okay? So, but please do not steal, the melodies line for line because that's just, copyright infringements. You just want to seek inspiration from songs like this. So how do we do that? First of all, we need to find the tempo. I loaded this track by Chris Brown. This is the title of the song right here. So what I have to do is just double click this, then right click, detect tempo, and then let me try 75 to 150. And this is the tempo, 91 beats per minute. And before we start working, we need to trim out the silence at the beginning, which you find in most songs. So you just scroll to the very beginning and then come to this, change it to none. That is a snap. Then you can use your slip tool and just push it in. Okay, so let's turn on the metronome and hear it sounds if it's on time. Okay, then let's hear it somewhere, a random place in the song. Alright, so it sounds correct all across the board. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're going to split, do stem separation, because we really need the vocals. That's all we really need. I'm going to click this right here, then come to extract stems from sample. Then I'm going to click extract. Okay, I don't really need the melodies or the drums. I just need the vocals, and I'll build around it to show you how you can handle productions that include vocals. So this can take a while, so you may need to be patient depending on your CPU power. So you need to be patient and allow it to complete the extraction process. All right, so we have it all extracted. Now I'm going to take away the main song and we're going to come to this. So solo the vocals. And you want to turn this down because you can get pretty loud. So let's turn it down a bit. And although we won't need the instruments or the bass, but you can keep them for just getting ideas later on. So I'm going to turn the volumes down as well for the drums, the bass, and the instruments. All right, so the next thing we need to do is find the key for this song. So let's open one of the free sites I typically use to find the root key of a song. It's called tunebat/analyzer. That is the website tunebat.com/analyzer. And you just simply drag and drop your song, or you can just upload from your laptop. So if I click select files, click this, it's going to scan it to C minor. Okay, we don't really need the tempo from here, but just C minor. Okay, and we're going to create an empty pattern, then drop it in here, or just drop it in line with the vocals. Change this to bar mode. Start from where the vocals is starting from, most likely here. So now we know it's C minor, and we're going to bring in a plugin. Let me use a piano plugin. Any piano plugin should work. I'm going to use this piano plugin, or any instrument you like really for making R&B. Piano is a popular choice for sound. Piano, synths. So let me come right here. So you come to this top of your screen in the piano roll. Right click this top menu, and you want to change it to minor, natural, C minor. Okay, so now we're going to try to find the chord progression. All right, so we're going to do some trial and error until we get it, and make sure your snap is on so that you stick within the notes that make up the scale of C minor. Okay, so you need to click this. The light gray lines are the notes relevant to your scale, so you want to stick to just the light gray lines. Text from you, say come see me. I don't like that, so let's try up. Let's try. Text from you, say come see me. Yeah. Then let's try to create a simple chord progression 1 3 5. So wherever I start from is my number 1. In this case, this is my number 1. 1 2 3 4 5. Now, even if your chord is wrong, you can still move it around to find the right chord very easily in FL Studio. But let's hear how it sounds first. Text from you, say come see. Then come here again. 1 2 3 4 5. Text from you, say come see me. Then let's try to move it around and see if we can get a better progression for that. Text from you. Though that sounds good, but let's just move it around a bit. Text from you. hold shift and your up or down arrow key to move it within the scale. That sounds correct. Then we'll come here, just duplicate this and then move this around.
Text from you, say come see me. Cause you don't like when we don't speak.
Then let's try here.
Text from you, say come see me. Cause you don't like when we don't speak.
Okay. Then you want to repeat it to see how it sounds with the vocals. You don't want it to sound off at any point, so just repeat this like 16 bars, and here it sounds for 16 bars.
Text from you, say come see me. Cause you don't like when we don't speak. Oh, baby, you could use some company. Leave you on red yet. I know how to get in your head yet. You rather me be in your bed yet. And before you cut me off, I come through.
So this last chord right here could be better. So let's try something else.
Like when we don't speak. Cause you don't like when we don't speak.
Yeah, so let's hear it again.
Text from you, say come see me. Cause you don't like when we don't speak.
So now let's add some extensions to this chord, like 7s, 9s, inversions, you know, all that good stuff to make it sound more R&B-ish, okay? So let's start from here. So to make a 7th is really easy. This is 5, 6, 7. You know, sounding really good. I don't like that. Let's try a 9th, 8, 9.
Text from you, say come see
Then
me.
5, 6, 7.
Text from you, say come see me. But you can't say mad when I'm all up in it. Can't stay mad. I got 2 legs up. Make you forget you even said something. That shit tastes better when you fed up. All of this.
Let's try 9 here.
But you can't say mad when I'm all up in it.
Yeah, I think I like 9s there.
Sex so good when you in your feelings. But you can't say mad when I'm all up in it. Can't stay.
So we can even break it up, like break this last one right here. Then I like to add a suspended. Let's try a suspended 4. Suspended 4 is just taking your third 1 step up or 1 step down within the scale. So 1 step down is suspended 2, 1 step up is suspended 4. So let's see. Yeah, I think let's see how that sounds with the suspended 4 chord.
That shit tastes better when you fed up. All of this passion make the sex so good.
Yeah, you can hear that bounce it gave to it.
That shit tastes better when you fed up. All of this passion make the sex so good.
Yeah, so we have the chord progression, okay? So be patient with this process. This can take you a while. Be patient with it, because if you don't get the chord progressions right, it's going to be hard for you to get any melody that's going to work with the vocals, okay? So you need to make sure the chord progression work with most parts of the vocals, okay? So now we have our chord. Let's head on to drums. So we'll come back and build, you know, other melodies. So let me turn this off for now. So for the drums, I'm going to be using my liquid R&B drum kits you can get from our website, sctutorials.com. It will be attached to this video as well. Let's start with the snare or the clap. Okay. Let me go with this. So I just want something simple. Start here. Just something as simple as that. Then let me bring in a kick. Yeah, then let's see how it sounds with the vocals.
Sex so good when you in your feelings. But you can't say mad when I'm all up in it. Can't stay mad.
Then now let's, you know, spice up the drums a little bit more. So let's add a different, something like this. It should be different from what we have here. So let me bring this in. So that pattern goes typically like this. Let's reduce the vocals a little bit. Still quite loud. Okay, so now I can hear that the basic drum patterns work with the vocals and the chords. So I'm going to develop the drums even more now. So then let's add some layers. Let's try this. Reduce the volume. Then let's add some perks. Yeah, let's try to add that. Then yeah, just simple like that. Then let's have hats. We have some hat loops in here. So let's add the hat loop in here and see. And then we want to stretch this so that it matches our tempo. So whenever you have a loop, typically it wants to be either 1 bar, 2 bars, 4 bars, or 8 bars, right? You don't really have loops that are like 3 bars long, okay? Unless you're just trying to experiment. So if you look at how many bars it seems closest to, right? After 4 bars, it's supposed to be 8 bars, but it seems closer to 4 bars than it is to, 8 bars. So let's make it 4 bars. So just click this and try to drag it up. Left click it, try to drag it till it reaches completely reaches the 4 bar mark. So let's hear a sound, change it to stretch. So I like the sound, but let's change the pitch a little bit to make it more interesting. Yeah, like that. So let's hear a sound with the vocals. All right, so now we have something going on there, and now let's change the choice of sound. Piano is good, but I'm sure we could do better than that. One of my favorite plugins for making not just R&B, but other style of beats. When it's done loading, you just want to find the same pattern, by the way. So you could just copy this, paste it here, turn off my piano V. So let's choose the sounds. Let's hear the sounds. This is just the default sounds. Reduce the volume. Yeah, this sound is good. Just the classic Juno keys. So now let's add some more melodies to this. I'm going to use Analog Lab again, like a synth sound. So let's try this. So following the light gray line still. Want to follow the same sequence, bar 1 and bar 3 following similar counts. So let's take it back. So this is nice. So let's raise volume a little bit. And I'm going to add some effects because it sounds like too forward. Although this can work, but let's see how we can tweak it a little bit to make it more interesting. We'll link it to the mixer with Ctrl L on Windows or Command L on Mac. So the effects I'll be adding will be Fruity Parametric EQ2. So just make it radio style effects or old telephone. Let's see how old telephone sounds. Now let's try radio. I want more of the high end to go out and less of the low end to stay. Yeah, like that. We give it that underwater sound. Fruity reverb 2. Let's increase the ambience by increasing the wet and increasing the decay. Reduce the wet a little. Yeah. So let's see how it sounds with the vocals. Let's try up here. Let's add some more melodies. So I could just, again, analog lab. Then we're going to come to keys. Let's choose a different sound this time. Explore. I want something more in the atmosphere range. Okay. So let's see what we can find. Yeah, I think I like this piano sound. Let's see. Let's make it louder. So let's add another melody again. Still on ambient. We still want some more ambient vibes to fill up the space in the beat. Types, atmosphere. Scroll down a little bit more. Let's try this. Let's come in here. Let's use a different sound. Yeah, I like that. So let's add a chord layer, although we can, work with this, but let's add a chord layer. Let's turn on this original piano and see how it sounds with it. Let's also try to strum it by pressing Option S on Mac or Alternate S on Windows to strum. Then you want to make sure preserve end is turned on, and you want to move the strength. Let's try a higher octave and try it again. So now we have our melodies. Okay, so let's also add a bass and 808. So first we need to copy our chord, then find an empty pattern, and then we need to do two different types of bass, regular bass and an 808 bass. Then paste it on the sampler channel or an empty channel. And because 808 is typically on the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, especially on the 4th and 5th octave, we need to make sure our chord covers, different octaves so that we know where our chord lie. And then you can see now mine is covering from the 3rd to the 6th. So then just highlight everything and then Command B or Ctrl B to duplicate. We can have, this is an 8-bar 808, so I think it should be good enough, 8 bars. So paste that in here. Then we're going to bring in 808 bass. See right here we have 808 in the kit as well. So let me add this. Then piano roll. First of all, make sure cut itself is turned on, and you don't want it to run too much, so we want to turn on envelope, and then so that it only stays for as long as you draw the notes. So piano roll. Let's come here. Remember the number 1 is A sharp, so let's go to where we can hear it best. Pick it up. Then this chord is C. Start with a very simple pattern for it, so don't try to complicate it here, just keep it very simple. Then this chord right here is supposed to be G sharp, so take it to, or A flat. Now we have, a simple 4-bar 808 loop. So let's stretch it in here. Now we're going to make it a bit more interesting by adding slides and, some interesting notes and chops. Remember, you don't want to do this too much so that it doesn't mess with what the singer or the rapper is trying to do on the beat. You just want to keep your 808 interesting but simple. Then let's add a slide here by clicking this button. Let's slide it up. Let's take it to high octave. Now let's take it, bring it back down. Yeah, like that. Let's try to add another slide here. So now you see we have, an interesting 808 now. Really simple, but and you can even, if maybe you don't like the 808, there are many other 808s you can try this with, for example. Let's bring this in. I want the kick to hit harder, so let's increase the kick a little bit. All right, so now let's add the second type of bass. So I'm just going to copy the roots key, because all I'll need here is the roots key, this, and this. Then find first empty, and let's find, there's a particular kind of bass that's used a lot in R&B. Yeah, this bass. So paste it in here. Then stretch it out. Take it to a high octave. Okay, let's look for another bass. Yeah, let's try this. Make sure chords itself is there, and then we have this pasted here. So let's hear how it sounds. Turn off the 808. Let's try high octave. All right, so now let's get on with the arrangements. So, but first we have to split this up. So you just come to pattern 1, right click, split by channel. Then you just simply drag each one down. If any sound looks, incomplete, just stretch it out. It would be complete. Stretch this down. So then we can leave our drums up there. So I think that's all. This 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. So we can delete, all the others. And we can also duplicate this. I think, remember, the 808 was 8 bars. So just delete this and delete this. So we're going to take away the sampler. So I'll know this is 808. and the bass should come down. I just prefer seeing my bass down rather than up. And then we move it all the way to the right. So this will kind of be like our bank for sounds. And we could, for our intro, let's create our arrangement. So at the top right here, option T or alternate T, intro. So this looks like an 8-bar intro. So I think this is the verse. Then this is the chorus. So this is the hook. Then this is verse 1 or first verse. Then this. And this is the pre-hook. Then you can see this helps you arrange, makes arrangement faster and easier for you when you look at how other songs are structured. Then option T, pre-hook 2, then hook 2, hook 2. Then the hook continues again for 16 bars. Then we have the outro. Let's have just melodies. You can have drums in your intro if you want, but we're just going to have melodies without the bass. Let's turn off. We don't need the instruments anymore. The bass, just need the vocals primarily. Then maybe a bass to come in here. Then drums, yeah. Drums typically run all through. Yeah, so that sound needs to stop. Forgot to tweak it, so let's come right here. Automation. Yeah, so now we have the chord repeating all through for most parts. So we have we can have this coming in a pre-hook. You can even have maybe one of your ambient melodies or counter. This is my counter coming in. Then now for the hook, most times in most genres, the hook typically has, almost all the melodies. So I'm just going to bring this in here. Raise the volume of the lead melody. Bring the hook here as well. We can kind of step the drums down here by making this, or let's insert one first so that it's easy for you to understand. Bring this down, make it unique, and take these guys out so that we'll take away the kick. Don't delete, just cut the kick. I think this is the kick. Yeah. Yeah, so you can step down like that. Then we can bring the 808s into the hook. So for the outro, let's have this here. Because I believe it ends here. So option C, end. So then right here we can have the 808 replay. And so just like that, we have our R&B beats. Obviously, there's some little things you can add or take out to make it, even more unique for, the vibe you want. But yeah, we have it. Here with the vocals.
Text from you, say come see me. You don't like when we don't speak. Oh, baby, you could use some company. Oh, but you look so good when you're tired with me. So good, so good. Leave you on red, yeah. I know how to get in your head, yeah. In your bed, yeah. And before you cut me off, I come through and break you off, shout it. I got your legs up. Make you forget you even said something. That shit tastes better when you fed up. All of this passion. Sex so good when you in your feelings. But you can't say man. All of this passion make the sex so good. All of this passion make the sex so good. Yeah, yeah. Something about it, this is different when you're mad. You only act like that for me to come close. Cause you know I'ma have to put it on you. All that frustration, take it out on me. If I hit the climb, you gon' go OD. Leave you on red, yeah. I know how to get in your head, yeah. You rather me be in make you forget you even said something. That shit tastes better when you fed up. All of this. Hey, man, I got your legs up. Make you forget you even said something. That shit tastes better when you fed up. All of this passion make the sex so.
Right, so if you found this helpful, hit the like button and subscribe for more tutorials, tips, and tricks. I remain so classy. Cheers.